Hey, what's up you guys? So NZblokes is in America and we're at E3. There's some awesome shit coming out. I'm gonna go and have a look around the event. I'll take some footage for you guys. You can see how big this thing actually is. E3 2014 in AMURICA. Time to have a look around. It's a fucking huge event. I really can't begin to explain how big this place actually is. Like, the stands are fucking enormous. There is a crap ton of money being spent here on just all of the stands. It's really, really cool to see all of the new games. Sunset Overdrive was a game that we got to spend quite a bit of time on. We got to sit down with the developers and we really got to find out some of the interesting little bits and pieces that go into this and where they came from. One of the things you'll notice is the way that you respawn into the game. There's a lot of little cool bits and pieces like that. You're the cleanup guy at an exclusive party for a new energy drink that's about to be released, and everybody that had the drink turns into a zombie. Your whole job in this game is to get rid of all of the zombies. You can bounce around on top of buildings, you can bounce off bushes, you can grind along telephone wires and stuff like that, and you've got a huge arsenal of kick-ass weapons just to destroy zombies with. And let's be fair, who doesn't love dealing to a whole bunch of zombies with some pretty kick-ass weapons?
It's a f***ing video game.
Halfway through the first day of E3, I spent about 20 minutes walking around the Xbox stand. It's just massive. I mean, like the Xbox stand by itself is probably all of the different games and game manufacturers and publishers and all of that sort of stuff all in one. Forza Horizon 2 is going to be an absolutely amazing game. This is one that I'm personally really looking forward to. It's good old Forza as we know and love, and it's the community aspect that you had with Forza Horizon 1 where you're out in the desert at a big car fair and it's just nuts racing, street racing, all of that kind of stuff. They've moved it now, you're in Europe, you've got a lot of new cars. The multiplayer aspect of this game is huge. It's very much MMO kind of drive racing game around the cities, and you're racing your mates and you're racing your mates' drive avatars and all of that sort of thing. But then there's also car clubs. We're going to go huge on the car club because we're going to start an NZblokes car club which can have up to 1,000 members. And you've got your big team, you've got your liveries, all of that sort of thing. This game is going to be brilliant, and release date October, and we're going to be fully into it. A whole bunch of people were asking me about the Oculus Rift versus Project Morpheus situation. Well, in my opinion, I think the Oculus Rift is a better unit. I think the unit works better in terms of its response to its inside gyros and things of that nature, but there's no software for it yet, specifically anyway. I mean, it's going to be integrated into other people's software, whereas the Project Morpheus is being designed obviously by Sony, so that technology is going straight into their games. So the integration might be better. Alas, I do feel that Oculus is the unit to have. Okay, now I'm going to have to try and get this name right. Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha. Yeah, so the name alone gives it away. This game is completely over the top. They've taken every little funny thing that you've ever seen in Capcom. It's all in there. You've got Street Fighter skins on all the characters. Full-way co-op if you want to go up that much, but you can play it single player. And they've just taken all of the aspects of Let's Waste Zombies and they've put it into a very arcade format where you've got checkpoints and all of that sort of stuff. You go through, you do the missions, and it's balls to the wall fun. They've got all of the vehicles and all the weapons from the Dead Rising 3 game in a very cartoon arcade, let's just fuck shit up kind of a way, and it's a hell of a lot of fun. So I got to play on Battlefield Hardline. The game looks really good. It's got the Levolution, it's got all of that kind of crap that you've seen in Battlefield 4, which is really awesome stuff, and it works well now. I did think that the Cops and Robbers idea was going to be a little bit limited just in terms of the vehicles, because you don't have your big tanks, you don't have your big attack helicopters. That being said, the new game mode didn't really make me worried about those sort of things. There's a bit more on the ground with smaller vehicles, but it's still good old Battlefield as we know and love. A lot of people were asking for all of the promo girls, and I found out like there's not that many here if I'm honest, and the ones that are here are all quite well covered. And it turns out, I was talking to this dude and he was telling me that apparently a couple of years ago people were complaining that the promo girls were wearing not enough clothing. Yeah, let that sink in for a minute. Not enough clothing. So if you check Instagram, well, already on Instagram, I took a photo of the two hottest girls here. There was a stand selling headphones, and so they got these two DJs that looked like Playboy bunnies, and they were fucking banging. And then, there's some other photos that'll be up online as well by now. And yeah, but no, they're just not that many. So sorry for all the people that wanted that gallery dedicated to all of the babes. There just weren't that many.
Okay, so The Evil Within has been a pretty anticipated game. It's from the creators of Resident Evil, so you can know it's going to be scary. And like, I had a quick little look at this, and I was scared as fuck. This game is going to be amazing. Dude who's, I think, a little bit drunk and stolen a street sign, or something to the effect of. And there's like 5 security for this one guy. Pretty interesting. These playseat race chairs were really off the chart. You'll see this one is just huge. It's got the big gnarly shifter and all of that sort of carry on. This one's not quite go to market yet, but they reckon it's going to be about $2,000 when it does go to market, and it might not quite reach our shores. They had the Formula 1 race seats, which are proper geometry where your feet are actually higher than your backside, so you're actually sitting in a Formula 1 car. And you see this one's all on the big pneumatics and all of that kind of crap, so you can actually get the full experience, and that actually worked really well. And you also see they got a whole bunch of licensed fold-away race chairs that you can have at home, nice little easy setups if you're a bit short on space. They also had a pretty neat little flight system where it was, you put the controllers either side of you and the seat was all furry, just like an airplane. Really, really good stuff. Oh shit, check this thing out. Hang on, I'll turn the camera around. Get a load of that car. Like, that thing's badass. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's a Call of Duty car. Oh, wonder if I can take it for a drive. I did get to have a go on War Thunder. It is the same old War Thunder with a whole bunch of new features. It's cross-platform now, it's available on console, and they've now integrated all of the tanks to the plane battles, so you've got a real full-on battle experience. Alright guys, well that's been E3 for 2014. I hope you've enjoyed the video. We've shown you as much as we can. There is a hell of a lot more to this event. The scale is off the charts. If you like and subscribe on YouTube, you'll be able to see all the follow-up videos. We've got a lot of those coming. And I just want to say a massive thank you to Xbox New Zealand. They sent me out here to be able to cover this for you guys. So massive shout out to them. Go and like them on Facebook and see what they're up to. And hat tip to Alex for sorting out my trip. Thank you, bro.